All right, welcome back to Korg's Python lessons. In this little series here, we're going to learn how to take our transaction history from an crypto exchange site like Uphold, um, and then reformat that Excel or CBS file to, let's say, Turbotax's required formatting so that they will accept your crypto information for tax purposes. I know it's not the most exciting, but this is how it's used most often. The client wants a certain file redevelop to meet their format so that they'll accept it. So we're going to go through that kind of process here. I'm going to use my own data. Yes, I did invest a lot of money in SHIB. Again, it's an amazing investment. Not really. I'm saying that because, like, don't take crypto advice from me. Like, no one should. All right, so we're going to go to our SHIB account. If you do have one, great. If not, I'm sure there's probably some fake data you can create. We're going to go to transaction history and we're going to generate our report. I already downloaded it. Here it is. So Uphold does send us a bunch of vital information, and the column fields are pretty relevant and useful, but again, they're not what TurboTax wants or will accept, so we have to go to their documentation here and then reformat things. So things that they want the date column field. The data should be formatted like this with UTC time, and then a bunch of other columns that are these fields here, but we're going to have to change the column field names to get it all to work. And we might even have to add a few columns as well, because I think we're missing a few that TurboTax wants in their requirements. All right, so let's go back. All right, so we already, what's it called? We already downloaded our transaction history. We renamed our file right here. Okay, and great. All right, so now let's go to our Visual Studio Code and try doing stuff. Okay, so in here I created both a project folder that'll hold our data, crypto data, and also our reports where we're going to generate the Excel file that's reformatted for TurboTax in there, just so I can show you like how to change the directory and export to a certain directory. It's nothing really fancy, but it's good. It's a good tool to learn, or good concept to learn about changing the directory. It's really simple though. All right, so let's get started. Let's go up here. No. All right. So I've already done this myself. The code works, but again, like, take time to pause. You can try to code it yourself ahead of time. The first thing that we're gonna need is a few basic libraries. So let's do some comments here, markdown, just to make it easier for us as we go. So libraries. All right. Oh, that is not. What's going on there? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, I actually don't want that. I want something a little fancier. So we're going to do something like this. It's a little bit of HTML, like that, and then just press enter. So library is needed. All right, so like I said before, we created our own project folder and our reports folder where we're going to output our Excel file that's reformatted. So we need to have a library for the operating system. So let's do import sys and then OS. I think we just really need OS. Yeah, I think we really just need OS. Okay, but let's run this, all right? And we're gonna do like that. All right, then let's see. Let's create a few functions. No, actually, let's not create a few functions. Let's do some testing. So what is our current directory that we're working in? So os dot get cw. That gets our current working directory. Okay, parentheses right there. Sorry, I just got a new keyboard, so I'm still learning with it. All right, enter. Okay, so that is our current working directory. Just pretend you don't see this. This is Corgo or Korg instead. All right, so that's where we have our project. What we want is we want to change our directory temporarily for the second to our reports folder where we're going to output our files. So let's see if we can do that. So os.chdr, like that. Then we're going to take this, Control C, put that in here, and we're going to add some forward slashes, and then our reports folder name, reports. Okay, let's see if this works. And let's also, if it worked, it'll give us the right directory print. Okay, I guess CWD right there. I know this is pretty simple for a lot of people, but we're going through the process just so, one, I can remember how to do this stuff, and two, so that other people who are new to this can learn. All right. There's videos on how to set this environment up on my YouTube channel, so just look there. I'll probably add a link. But anyway, all right. So we're changing our directory. Oh, cool. All right. Now let's change it back because we're gonna get our data first from our project folder, not our. We're not outputting anything yet. All right. So let's go here. All right, we're back in our project directory. All right, from there, what we can do to make it easier for us to change from working directories as we go along, or to not confuse ourselves, is, let's see, create a few functions. So we're going to do define functions, and we're going to give it a label like this just to make it easier for us. I'm going to try to make these videos like maybe 10 minutes or less, maybe 15. All right. All right, there we go. Okay, so for the report path, so we're going to switch between our report where we export. So let's see, that's how we create. Okay, so definition get report path. Okay, like that. And then we're going to do return str path dot home. And I just remembered we need to add the path library to our code here so that we can actually do that. So we're going to do from path lib import path. So let's add this over here because we're going to need that for this over here to work. All right. I can just copy paste, make this go a little bit easier. All right. All right, and this will be our path for our reports. let's see. Then we need a path for our project, because we're going to be able to switch between both. It's not always recommended. Like, let's say you're what's it called? Let's say you're working on a project and you're already in your defined directory where you get your data. You do all your work, right? And then at the end, then you change directories and then export. So you don't really need both the project and the reports file path, but it's just so you have another example of it. So like that, and then we're gonna need to get our file path for the actual like CSV that we're taking from uphold. So, oh man. Sorry about that. Fortunately, another child abduction in Texas again. All right. So if you hear it and you see anything, please, report it to authorities. Could really save a kid's life. All right. So we got all that. Let's test this out that it actually does give us our paths. So we're going to do print and then get project path. Oof. Oh, okay. It'll just return that. That's not actually what I want. But it is correct. All right. So now we know how to do a bunch of directory changes, and we're going to leave it here. I know I've repeated myself a lot, but it's pretty useful, and I gave you the requirements. So this is off to a good start. Let's stop here, and until next time.